When you start up your car, do you see one of these? Well, it's frustrating. It means I have low tire pressure. I've been filling this tire up every day now for a week, so this probably is not just the cold weather. I might have a leak. Let's check it out. In order to find the leak, I actually have a bottle of soapy water. That's all this is water and soap. And so what I'm doing is I'm just spraying it all over the tire, front to back, left to right type of thing. I'm just looking for a spot where I can see visible bubbles occurring. Since this tire is on the car, I might have to pull the car back or pull it forward, turn the tire, because this is a front tire, I can do that. So I'm just spraying it to see if I can see any type of extra bubbling. Here's a tip. I've been reinflating this tire every, minute or so just to make sure I'm up to 35 PSI because I am leaking out air. And if your tire's not fully inflated, well, the hole might not be leaking and you might not be able to find the bubble. So just keep inflating it as you're going along. I actually had to back up to get all the way around the tire almost. And look what I see. This is where the bubbling I'm talking about happens. If I push this stuff away, I've ended up running over a screw. I think it is a screw. Yeah, it's a screw. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out. And now I know where to start the patching process. So what I did is I went and grabbed a piece of chalk and I just drew right to the line. Therefore, I wouldn't lose it later on. Before we go much further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. Every once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that aligns with something that you're looking for on the internet, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a look at this tire repair kit to see if it's any good. Just a simple search on Amazon reveals a lot of tire repair kits. I just happened to pick this one by Tool Lux. It retailed for around $20. What I like about it as well, I like the color red. And so the plugs that come with are red, and so is the case. Also, it looks like it has a pretty heavy duty insert tool, which is this one right here, and then also a spiral probe. I don't know what this is just yet, but let's do a quick unboxing. If you're wondering how you get the 35 pieces, well, you actually get 30 of these string plugs. Of course, you have the two tools, the insert tool here and the probing tool. I've got 2 of these hex keys, and then of course I have my sealing lubricant. As we open and take a look at the kit, first thing I see is this stuff is made of really high quality material, and I like that. I've used some of these kits before where either the probe or the insert tool are kind of weak and you almost feel like you're going to break them. These ones are solid, and I like that a lot. If we take a look at the strings up close, you can see that these ones are red. They kind of remind me of either red vines or Twizzlers, and that's really the only difference I've seen between these ones and the ones that are they have black plugs. That's cool. All right, so let's take a look at the 2 tools. First one right here is we have the probe tool, and I'm gonna put a light right here. If you see, there's like a little hex head there that you can tighten this down. This is, like I said earlier, a really heavy duty tool. All right, let's look at the other one. Same exact thing. It even has this blocker here so you can't go in too far. Really nice, high quality. This stuff right here, I did find out, was actually a sealing lubricant. I've seen some of these kits before that come with rubber cement. This is more of a lubricant to help you insert the plug, and then it does seal as well. Let's see if we can look at that and open it up a little. I opened it up just a second ago to see it, and that's really what it looks like inside. You just dip the tool in there. Let's go try this out. So I've just taken the screw out, and you can see the hole or my tire's right there. And now that I've taken the screw out, it's really pushing out the air. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the reaming tool here, and I'm going to widen up the hole to make way for the plug. Now this part is not very easy. You actually have to use a lot of force just to get this to go in there, just so you're aware of that. This is not just something that goes in. Realistically, all you're doing is trying to get this to go in to widen the hole. All right, so all I'm doing is moving this back and forth, just trying to make the hole as big as possible, but, not too big. So listen to what happens when I pop this out. Definitely the hole is a lot larger, and it's now almost ready to receive the plug. Before you officially put the red vine through, just kidding, your tire patch, you're just supposed to lubricate the tip here. It helps it glide through and also helps it bond better. Now I'm going to take the patch and feed it through this part of the patch kit. Once you get it started, pull ever so slowly to get the patch go to the center of this part right here. I get all the way there. All right, now that we're ready, we're going to pop this one out. Take the new one, stick it in the hole. This is where it can get difficult because you got to force this in, but you don't want to go too far. After you get it to the point where you think you're good, I leave about a ½ inch out. Now all I'm going to do is take this tool and pull it back. And our patch is set. To give it more of a finished off look, we're just going to cut off the rest of this. Let's see, I want to try to hold on to it. Now let's fill this back to 35. So now that I have the tire reinflated, I'm looking to see if there's any of those big bubble clusters again. I expect to see some bubbles because I'm spraying out soapy water, but I want to see the bubbling up action, and you just don't see it. We're done. In this video, we were taking a look at a 35-piece tire repair kit. So what did I think of it? Well, first things first, it fell right within that $20 price point, and you know that I love it when things do that. For 20 bucks, I was actually impressed with the high quality of this kit. The tools were good. I liked that it came with the extra sealant, and you know what? 30 different tire plugs. Not to mention, it comes in a pretty sturdy carrying case. One thing I noticed different about this kit than other kits that I've used is the actual probe tool, or tool that's used to make the hole of the tire wider. It didn't have like the really rough grooves that I've seen. Now, did it work? Yes, but in my opinion, this took a little more effort, but it still got the job done. I think it's good to have one of these kits along with maybe a little compressor in your car for those just in case situations. Anyway, if this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. After a few days of driving, you don't even notice the patch anymore, and it completely blends in. A cool part to this entire kit, when you're all said and done, you can just close it up and store it away in this nice container. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where I plugged a hole in my tire. That was pretty cool. Anyway, not that long ago, I actually reviewed another product for the car, and this is, you know, that foggy haze that you get on the outside of your headlights. Well, this stuff makes it clean and new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you right here. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.